Hello everybody and welcome to the playoffs of Southeast Rocket League Championship Season 5. It's gonna be a big day today. I'm your host and caster Rydro along with Nenji, and today it's gonna be a big day, but first of all, let's just give a shout out to our sponsors, Phoenix Blue and Challenger Mode. Anyway, now back to Rocket League talk. How are you feeling, Nenji, about this playoffs?
Oh man, I'm very excited. I think we have really great teams on our hands tonight, and it's gonna really be interesting to see who's gonna go on to the finals and who's gonna win this in the end. But for now, let's focus on the first two matches of the playoffs. Hopefully, we'll watch what we all expect a great show off.
Yeah, to be fair, I think it's a really brutal playoff the season. Yeah, it seems like every team out there who made it, they have definitely deserved to be in this place. Like VeNoM Gaming, Renegades, Titans, and also Z eSports. Every team is doing very well, and I think it's anybody's season. It's anybody's championship. So I think any team could win this as long as they are having a really, really good day. And what's also really interesting to talk about is that let's talk about Hooded. Hooded won the championship last season, and right now he also made it here again, but in a different roster. Do you think he's gonna be winning back to back, like 2 seasons in a row?
Everything's possible. To be honest, I'm giving VeNoM Gaming, known as Bread Esports as well. I'm giving them a little bit more chance tonight because they've shown that they really want to win this, while other teams have been kind of playing around the league so far. So yeah, let's see what happens. And of course, everything is possible. It's possible that Hoodie and his team get a win again. But yeah, we'll see. You never know.
Yeah, I mean, also speaking of VeNoM Gaming or maybe Bread Esports, I mean, this is like the same roster that also have made it to the grand finals last season, and nobody was even expecting them to make it that far. Like, sure, they looked really good last season. They were playing under the name Risky Business. They made it to the grand finals. They also beat Hoodie's team in one game. So
Yeah.
they have made it here again in the playoffs. And, I think this could be like a second chance for them because they have been really, really close when it comes to winning the championship, but they couldn't because Liga Maniacs that season they looked extremely strong and it was like really difficult to beat. But like right now they made it again to the playoffs, and in this season they're looking better than before. So we have seen a huge improvement from them because back then in the league play they looked good, but not this good compared to this season. They look incredible right now, and the fact that they have also made it here again in the playoffs, it kind of gives me hope. Like, yeah, they have been there before, and they could do it. They were so close, and right now this is a new start for them, especially since they got signed by an org, and this could be a whole different feeling for them. And we're gonna be starting off right away, and they have also played against Titans um, in the league play, and they had like a really close series. Like speaking of close series, like it was one goal game difference the entire time, and the last two games from that series, it was like overtimes. Um, like even in game 5, it was also overtime. So they looked really, really good, but it just had to be Bread Esports to be winning it. So again, VeNoM or Bread, they have beat Titans before, and it's possible for them to do it again. But like I said, it's back to the first statement that I have made, which is everybody could be winning this as long as they can be in a good day.
And just as you say it, here's the first goal. Ziggy with not an attractive goal, but I bet they're really happy to score first in this match. And it's important to say they're playing without Harrigan today because he has some internet issues. So again, I think they're really happy to score first in this match. And yeah, let's see if VeNoM Gaming has an answer to this.
Yeah, especially when a player subs in, you always want to make sure that you don't want to have a feeling that something is missing. And the fact that they got to score first, and yeah, not really the best goal, but a goal is a goal, doesn't really matter. It's always going to count as one, whether it's going to be an open net or maybe triple flip reset or something. It's always going to be counting as one, and This is a really good start for them. The fact that they have managed to score an open net goal, it really shows that they have been really well positioned so far, and we still have like 3 minutes in half. But the fact that they could get a goal, and they also get to score first, so it's like everything seems to be going very well for them, especially with the fact that they are playing with a sub in. I didn't really get to mention that before we get to start, because I feel like there's like a lot of things to talk about, and we saw it really quickly. And this is gonna be a really exciting series. There's like a lot of things to talk about, but right now I think we need to be staying focused at the game, and I think we had enough talk about discussions and analysis type of things. And Deem right now is already in the defense, and yeah, it seems like Titans, they're like right now playing more defensively than how they started.
Titans have been starting as the offensive team here with already 3 shots on their record. On the other hand, VeNoM Gaming only 1 shot, but yeah, I think so far we've seen that the teams are really evenly matched and that this could be anyone's game. Hopati here.
1 goal. But yeah, like VeNoM, they're having their chances. So they managed to break through, they had the counter and everything, but again, they still have to try to make their way and find the net. And a really big shot from Mario, but again, another follow-up from Hobby. It's kind of looking a bit messy here in the orange side, but Mario with a clean shot, and it's going to be bouncing the crossbar and still being scoreless for VeNoM Gaming, yet they're still having a lot of shots, and Deem with a save off the sides, maintaining that 1 goal lead.
Oh my god, Titans have been doing the defensive job perfectly so far. They didn't let VeNoM Gaming shoot properly. They're always forcing them to do these weak shots or to hit the crossbar or posts, and it's really working out for them. And just as I say it, Friday scores the 2nd goal here after a really simple but effective pass from Deem. Nicely done.
Yeah, really good communication from them. They saw the pass was like coming already. Friday and Deem working together, and that was like a really nice play to extend the lead. And they have already showed that regardless of the pressure they have been going through, and Zegi didn't really find the double, and with the follow-up right now, but still it's not gonna go in with sailing with 2 goals lead. So for now for Titans, but yeah, they have showed that even with the pressure, they still managed to hold very strongly the defense. We have seen them blocking shot after shot from VeNoM and maintaining that 1 goal lead, and right now they have even extended it, and Zegi shot is gonna be bouncing at the post, but with a follow-up, that's gonna be a 3-0 for Titans with 1 minute remaining.
Again, a simple goal really without any flashy moves or anything, just simply going for the win, and I think that's what Titans need in this match and this series, to be precise. So yeah.
And the type of goals they got against Bright in the league play, they're kind of looking very similar. Like, yeah, just go for a lot of pressuring plays and eventually gonna have your chance. So before even having the series to start, I was like really expecting VeNoM or Bright to be cleaning up their defense just a little bit, and they want to make sure to protect their backboard, because again, their Titans, like, they have been trying to use it for their own advantage. Like, yeah, even if it's not gonna go in, at least they have a player to be ready to get that clean up. And this is a strategy that I have also saw coming from VeNoM's roster. Even in last season, I have always talked about how they have solid pressure and they always manage to break their opponent's defense. But it seems like right now they're quite lacking, and it kind of seems like they just like maybe in need of a warm up, because the first game definitely gonna go to Titans, but the ball is still alive. So you really wonder if we're gonna see a 0-second goal, or maybe somebody gonna let it drop down. And yeah, it's gonna be dropping down, but Titans 3-0 in this game. And Titans again, they have been looking real consistent. They looked really consistent in the league play, and right now they have looked just as consistent. They won against Brett with 3-0, and they also managed to shut down any chance that Brett was throwing at them.
Yeah, and at this point, I really want to say, don't underestimate Red Esports or VeNoM Gaming. they've shown us before that they can lose one match 5-0 and then turn it around in the next one and even go on and win the series. So they are really unpredictable, and the thing that I really like about their playing type is that they you never see them rush anything. They seem so casual and relaxed when they're playing, and sometimes it pays off, sometimes it doesn't. And yeah, I think like I said before, we shouldn't underestimate them based on the first match, because we all know they do have what it takes to win something like this. It's just a matter of, are they really in the zone right now or not?
Yeah, especially if you want to talk about the series they played against the eSports, it almost looked like there's like no way for VeNoM to be winning that, because they looked really shaky. It wasn't really a reverse sweep in that series, but you know, when it comes to the momentum and also when it comes to controlling the pace and like controlling the whole play, it almost looked like a reverse sweep. So yeah, again, VeNoM Gaming, they kind of have this kind of slow approach sometimes where, yeah, they look like they're not looking that hot, but they still manage to bounce back, especially with having a coach like Acrotech in their roster. I think talking about their mistakes couldn't really be done any easier, and I think it's definitely gonna give them an advantage right now, since they also have like Acrotech playing with them today, and this could have been the shot, but we haven't really seen the touch yet, so we're still scoreless, but really good pressure so far coming from Brett. And Mario again looking for a pass here, but nobody's there to get that finishing touch, but still they're going for a lot of passing plays, and times they need to be careful because they're giving a lot of space and just allowing Brett eSports to go for so many passes back to back.
Yeah, Bread Esports or VeNoM Gaming right now, they are attacking only. Titans kind of standing back and waiting for their chance, but you know, it can always end up in a counterattack or in a long goal. So both teams should be a little bit more careful, because you never know what can come from such a passive approach. And Acrotic, now this ball could be interesting, but Zegi in the right spot. As I said in the first match, Titans are really playing a good defensive game. And now they do a triple commit, of course, when I say it. But I stand by my statement, they really did a good defensive job there. And it paid off, so let's see what happens this time.
Yeah, both teams are just being maybe a little bit too defensive. I haven't really seen any of those touches, but again, like VeNoM or Brett, they're having really good chances, but it seems like the touch in the end, it doesn't really connect. We have seen like so many whiffs coming in the offense, but again, it's still a scoreless game. Unless Zegi finds this double, he got his flip reset from that, and Zegi gonna be starting this one off. What a play from Zegi.
Wonderfully done. And VeNoM Gaming helpless to do anything about it. Beautiful, beautiful stuff by Zegi.
You know, we were talking about how both teams were playing a bit too defensive, but you know, Zegi is really good at those mechanical plays. Even looking at the game they had against Red Esports in the league play, he also had a couple of like maybe double taps and a lot of nice things. And right now he does it, but you know, he gets his flip resets of that double setup that he was going for, and especially like going for mechanical plays in a really important day, it's really needed to help and keep the confidence up. And right now with 1 minute and a half remaining for Bright Esports, what could they do right now to be bouncing back? Because they seems like they have always been playing from behind. They're always trying their best to be catching up to how Titans are playing, and you know, they're doing really well offensively in this game. Definitely better than game one. But when it comes to having the scores on the board, it's still them just being you know, down by one with 1 minute remaining. Right now they're doing good in the defense so far. Like, yeah, they got a couple of saves, but we haven't really seen those counter plays yet.
Agreed, and I have to say we have seen some really nice saves, but they were on Titan's side. On the other side, VeNoM Gaming, they should be concerned right now, because if they lose this game, it means they have only one game left to lose before getting losing the possibility of winning this, but then Acrotic getting them back from the dead with a really required goal, something that they needed from the start. So let's see if they can do something about this now that we're even.
Yeah, you just called it. Brett, they really needed something, and especially the fact that if they lose this game, they have no choice but to get to reverse sweep. Hoppity with a slow shot,
beautiful.
but Becky with an upside down save to keep the game tied up. And you know, with this kind of pressure that we're seeing, it's very likely that we could see a goal to deny in overtime. But you really wonder from who is it going to be coming from, because when the ball just stays in anyone's health, like it just stays there for way too long, and that's going to be welcoming a lot of offensive chances. But it's going to be dropping down, and we're going to go to an overtime here in the second game. One goal is definitely needed right now for Brett, because they don't want to have to rely on getting a reverse sweep. That's going to be extremely difficult. And Acrotic, that clutch play. Every time we just call for it, Acrotic, you know, he got everything covered right there.
This guy, Acrotic. I noticed him when he just turned up in our league. I think it was the previous season, and now we've seen Acrotic being the hero for VeNoM eSports, VeNoM Gaming. I'm sorry, scoring 2 goals, one after the other, and winning the second game of the series. We're gonna look back on this, I'm sure, after the series ends. This could maybe be what they needed the whole time, to just start and start scoring. And let's see what happens in the next match.
Yeah, I mean, like Acrotic, he always nail those solo plays where he get those follow-up touches. It seems like he's always ready to get these kind of shots. Like, yeah, they're not really flashy, of course, but they are always, when they're like needed the most, he just kind of comes out of nowhere. And like, just how we keep on calling how VeNoM Gaming really needed it, and it's Acrotic showing up and he gets to score that equalizer. And then like I also mentioned that one goal to at least equalize the series, and Acrotic just does it again. And right now, 1-1 at the series. Again, their momentum could be going to anybody's right now.
I like Acrotic's playstyle because you can see he gives more attention to rotation and team plays, and isn't really the guy that goes for flashy plays too much. He just wants to do what's required to score, and just as I say it, he scores again. It's 1-0 for Brett Esports or VeNoM Gaming, and of course it's Acrotic, the hero of the second game, starts the third game with a lead.
Yeah, that's a huge moment for VeNoM to be bouncing back after the first game loss. Like the fact that they got that equalizer earlier, they scored in the overtime, and right now they scored first. It seems like they're in a really favorable spot right now. We still have like a lot of time remaining, but like for Chinese, it seems like things have been really quiet for them. We haven't really seen as much as offensive plays like in the first game from them so far. But again, it's like anybody's game. It's like both teams are like having.
Oh, Mario here with a beautiful shot! What a shot by Mario! Nicely done. After the pass from Hoppatihoy, not really planned like this, but it worked out, and it's 2-0.
Yeah, it almost looked like he got some kind of an aimbot, like reading that one on the fly and just reacting to it, being up there to get that dodge. It's definitely a good start for VeNoM Gaming right now. Starting off with 2-0, proving that, yeah, it's not just like, yeah, having an early goal and that's it, where, you know, I could just be playing more defensively because they saw it with a gift, but they managed to extend the lead right now with 2-0. And again, for Chinese, they need to score twice, and Acrotic, again, trying to go for another solo play, but it doesn't really get to pay off. And Mario on the counter, but Team looking for a pass, but nobody's there to follow it up, as Acrotic helping on the counter. And you know, Acrotic has been doing extremely well when it comes to having that supportive role. It seems like, yeah, he's always there for the follow-up touches, he's there for the, like, when it comes to being the third man, he's like everywhere right now, covering really good spots on the field and helping with the rotation of his teammates at the moment. And they're looking really solid, always in the position. And with 3 minutes remaining right now. Let's see if VeNoM gonna be keeping up with the momentum so far, because they start with really nice 2 goals, and they need to maintain it, because it's like, as we were speaking, Titans, they were able to break through and have their offensive plays.
Yeah, and I have to say, Titans looking kind of sleepy in this match. On the other side, VeNoM Gaming really doing their job right so far. And here's a fun fact: Hopatihoy and Mario, they have been playing together for a long, long time. I think since 2016 or something like that. So it's no wonder that the synergy is there, that they're really doing a good job together. And now with Acrotic as well in the team, and don't forget Zoa and Aliens, they really showed in so many occasions that they have what it takes to win. So Titans are up against a really strong opponent, don't forget it. And they are one player, Harrigan, who is their captain and probably, if not the most important player of the team. He's missing today, so in the first game I wanted to say maybe that's a power-up, but by now I think it is a handicap.
Yeah, as we're like talking about a player to be subbing in, but you know, this is what subs are for. Like when a player can't really show up, they have another one to rely on, and you know, I think it's always a good idea to have everybody to be warmed up just in case something happens. But again, I don't think they're doing that bad. They're doing very well, but it seems like they can't really find their footing so far. It seems like they don't really know how to control the ball. Like they have a couple of chances every now and then, but every chance just like immediately cut off, because like again, the rotation of VeNoM Gaming right now just looking extremely solid. They can easily show up in everybody's face without any hesitation, and they can always guarantee that there's a player in the back. So yeah, even if you win that 50, there are like 2 more players to go through. So with 1 minute right now, what could they do right now to be, you know, having that first goal at least to start this one off? Because again, this is a really good passing
What a
play
mistake.
here from Hobbit to Raketa, and you know, I think this could be the final nail in the coffin for this game.
Definitely, what a mistake, and what a position by Acrotic, always there to capitalize on these things. And there the third goal comes, and oh my god, is it gonna be the fourth? No, Friday in place to save that. Seems to me VeNoM Gaming, they just now warmed up, because they haven't let go in the last minute or so. They're just attacking and attacking and attacking, and then they give them the ball for a little while, and then, oh my god, what a save by Zeki! I thought that was in already. Beautifully done.
From Hobbitihoy, but you know what? They get to redeem themselves anyway, and they still get a flashy goal here.
Beautiful goal here by Hobbitihoy. Acrotic just touching it enough to place it for a perfect placement. And Hobbitihoy scored the 4th goal in this match.
You know, I have seen that pass from Hobbitihoy, like with some kind of like weird flip into the ball to pinch it out. And the shot, it's like, yeah, it was incredible, but it gets blocked, but they still able to show up and do something else, and it still worked for them. So this is a really scary moment for Titans. Like they need to be careful right now, and you know, as we were talking about VeNoM Gaming, they can't really lose that second game because they have to get a revenge sweep. And right now, it's like a similar situation happening right now, but it's gonna be for Titans. We didn't really expect that, but 4-0 win against Titans, and yeah, we have seen 3-0 win against Bread in the first game, or maybe VeNoM. I kind of like keep on switching from like just to avoid any confusion, but. Yeah, it seems like both teams are like having really good plays. It's like in any game, it's like any team could win this, but it's all about, you know, are we gonna see game 5? Because even if it's gonna be game 5, I think like, you know, still anybody could win this, but it's all about who's gonna have the lead until the timer gonna hit 0, unless we're gonna go in an overtime. Not to spoil the game and talk about the script, but so far everything is looking good right now for both teams. It's anybody's game again.
Yeah, and what's interesting is that the new meta for VeNoM Gaming seems to be keeping us on our toes. Remember the last match versus eSports? We were all so nervous about it because they went on and on, like winning and losing, and then in the end they did what they
What?
need to do. And now Akrotik playing around with the ball, he just let it slowly get into the into the goal. I'm sorry, and didn't even flip to like nail it in the coffin. He was just looking at it and enjoying the moment.
Yeah, like he got some kind of like weird pinch off the ground, and I'm not sure what's with the pinches so far, like from VeNoM Gaming. They got a pinch pass earlier, and right now they get a long shot, like off the ground. This is not the usual pinch that you get to see, but you know we have seen like also Hobbito just driving right behind the ball, just in case if it's gonna be clear. There's always a player to secure it because it wasn't Acrotic going for the ball, but you know, it seems like they always have at least a player to have that role where they're always prepared to get the follow-up touch. But again, for Titans, they start off another game where they have to be the team to be responding back. And Deem could have equalized that game, but got blocked immediately. And VeNoM, they're already in the counter. And Zeki just playing it very slowly here in the defense. And I think for Titans, they're having a careful approach. They don't really want to be risking it, especially with the fact that they can concede like an open net goal. Sure, nobody have expected such a pinch to happen, but you still want to have a player to be in the back because honestly the ball wasn't really going in that a lot of speed, so it could have been possible to save that. And Hoppy Hoy punishing the defense of Titans yet again with 2-0 lead.
There's so much confusion in this situation right now. Like you wouldn't expect the Titans to have such a bad positioning in defense and be so confused. But I think at some point in this series they just realized, okay, these guys are playing much better than in the first game, and they've gotten sleepy while VeNoM Gaming have woken up. They warmed up, and I really want the Titans to show what they can do. We all know they aren't the losing team here. They really are a good team. But at this moment, it's like VeNoM Gaming are on some sort of enhancement pills or something. They're insanely good. I don't think we've seen them play this good in a while.
Yeah, Titans, they could bounce back, but I think they just need more time because we're halfway into this game and we finally get to see the first goal. Deem, he's gonna be maybe the new Acrotic where you just call it out and they get to score right away. And you know, with 2 minutes and a half remaining on the clock, it's possible for Titans. They just need one more goal. You know, having this kind of slow approach was like kinda, was like kinda alarming because they can't really risk on playing very patiently. But Zeki unpicked ball and he gets to play up the game. And well, this is gonna be a very interesting series, Nenji.
I feel like Titans have heard me and they're like, you know what, dude? We're gonna show you now. And they just scored 2 goals in quick succession, equalizing here and getting back into this game. So let's see what happens next.
Yeah, it's definitely gonna be interesting. And another good play right off the kickoff, but it's gonna be blocked. And you know, especially after like tying up the game, I don't think they should be feeling that nervous because they have a fair chance of winning this one now. They don't need to be playing from behind. They got like 2 minutes remaining. They could just tighten up their positioning because again I've seen a lot of confusion in the defense and like leaving the net wide open. This is how they conceded both of the goals so far. But Hobbity High with a shot,
close.
It's not gonna go on net, and DMO on the clear. Zeki with a pass, Friday with a shot on net, but Acrotic is there to save it, and we're still about to see even more pressure coming in, but the ball is just kind of chilling in the midfield right now, so it could be anybody's ball. But Aquatic with a pass to Hopti Hoy. Can Hopti Hoy find the double? It's gonna go in. Friday with a save.
What a save by Friday! What a shot before that. This was insanely close. And Hopati Hoy now for the lead, 3-2. Acrotic with a simple pass. Zeki made it happen, to be honest.
Yeah, well, we have seen something similar happen for VeNoM. You know, when they get to be very, very close to score and the shot gets blocked, they prove that they can still score no matter what. Even if you clear it away or save it, like, you don't, it's like a team that you don't really want to tease them when it comes to having the ball to be like halfway inside of the net and just gets cleared away, because they gotta be responding back very quickly, and they do it again. Less time on the clock, and Zeki with a ceiling. It's not gonna go in, and we still need to see an equalizer happen yet again. Friday with a shot, it's gonna go wide. Hoppity High on the clear, or maybe even the counter. Aquatech.
I'm kind of sad that the ceiling shot by Zeki didn't go in because it was so clean. But hey, it happens.
Yeah, with 30 seconds remaining right now, Mario sending it high. They're just trying to keep up with the pressure until the time hits 0. So they could get the win maybe with 3-1 on the series, but again, Titans, they're still kicking back. They're still having those offensive plays, so you don't really want to cut them out yet. We still have time remaining, and especially with this kind of pressure, they're able to boom the ball really high. So even if it's like, maybe it's gonna be at 0, they can still keep it high. And Friday is gonna be immediately challenged, and Hoppity High couldn't find the double team, keep it alive. Okay, bouncing off the wall. Now Zeki, but Hoppity High decides to kill it, and VeNoM Gaming takes the series. 3-1 victory for them. What a series! That was phenomenal performance.
It was beautiful to watch, and they both really did a great job here. In the end, we had to have one winner. This time, the winner is VeNoM Gaming. They really did. They did a fantastic job. I enjoyed this match too much, I think, and as much as I'm sad to see the Titans go, I'm really glad that VeNoM Gaming won. So let's see what they have in store for us in the final. And what I just wanted to say, I noticed VeNoM Gaming are really good at keeping the ball away from their goal when they have the lead. Like they are ready to like give you the ball, but keep position. So they have more parts of the field under their control, and I think that was really important in this match, in this and the previous match of the series, because that way they basically ensured that they'll win.
Yeah, like it seems like they know how to control the ball, and I think this is all what team really need. Once you get like 2 goals lead or something, it seems like your job here is done. You don't really need to score. You get the lead. Now just try to maintain it, try to keep up with the pressure, be consistent, don't make mistakes, still focus on the defense, don't double commit, have the communication going until the timer hits 0. And we have seen that kind of approach in game number 4 from VeNoM, and that's how they managed to win, because Titans, they were so close to tie up the game, but again, I think they just needed maybe slightly more time. But you never really know. Like VeNoM, they have been really good lately when it comes to bouncing back. Like, yeah, they looked maybe weak at the first look, but they managed to surprise you. And once they do that, they prove you that it's not just luck, or maybe it's just a coincidence. But they could keep on going with that kind of performance until the series is over, and that's how they can be winning it. We have seen it like the same situation against like Z eSports in the league play, and right now they do it again, but against Titans, and they also avoid game number 5. But the roster made it to the grand finals again, just like how we talked about that. Like before we start the series, like last season they made it to the grand finals, but they only had the second place. And right now they have another chance. It's gonna be very interesting who they're gonna be meeting. Is it gonna be Z Esports, or it's gonna be Hooded Team Renegades? It's gonna be definitely one of the most exciting grand finals for sure. It's gonna, like, the storyline is already there. But again, like, GG's and well played, VeNoM. They have match to bounce back, and we're gonna go in a small break as we prepare the next series for today. Don't miss it out. It's gonna be Z Sports versus Fort Templar Renegades. It's definitely gonna be another brutal series. Stay tuned, and we'll see you guys there. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the playoffs of Southeast Rocket League Championship Season 5. I'm your host and caster Rider again with Nenji, presented by Phoenix Blue and Challenger Mode. And right now we got Z Esports versus Fort Templar Renegades. Do you have any thoughts about this series, Nenji?
Only one thought. Damn, we have so many good teams, and I think this is gonna be another awesome match to watch. As you can see, we have really good players on the field. They are both in their best form right now, so I can hardly wait. I just want it to begin.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I'm feeling the same. Like, especially for Hoodie. Like, yeah, this is not a time to be messing around. Like, there is no time for you to be freestyling or whatever. Like, I think it's definitely gonna be a full sweat. I don't know. Like, I feel like there has been so many times where I think like that, but Hoodie just, he still goes for these flashy plays. But they still win games like that, so it doesn't really matter. But right now, like nobody could be playing it that's risky because it's not the league play here. It's gonna be a very important day. Um, for Z Sports, like this is the first time they play here for Liga Raketa, and they make it this far. Like they make it to the league play. I mean, they make it to the playoffs. Excuse me. So this is a big moment for them as well because like when they first join in, like yeah, maybe they're like nobody's really expecting what they could do, but like in the first season that they play in, they make it to the playoffs and they do incredibly well. And especially for Terrarium, you know, he had maybe a really tough run last season. He was like playing for VeNoM kids, and they lost like in the first season that they played in. And right now he's on the same side as Hulit, so I think that's like a huge factor. He's not playing right now, but he's still on the same team. So, like even if they find their success right now, like he could still be happy about that. Do you think like Hooded could be the one to be carrying this, or you think maybe I don't know if he's gonna be even subbing in because this is like already the main roster, but yeah, do you think Hooded gonna be helping Terrarium this to find his success? As with a shot though, but it's not gonna be on net, and again another shot, but there's like so many shots on net, and again it's still not gonna go in as the defense is just holding very strongly so far, and maybe 3-4 shots and another one again by Scream. Like, okay, this is incredible defense so far, and we finally get this first goal, but again they do it maybe for like the 7th time in a row. That's incredible.
It still didn't get in. They had like 100 shots in the first 10 seconds of the match, and Z Esports have managed to save all of them, or at least they missed some of them as well. It's actually really funny to watch. What I wanted to say, even though Terrarium isn't here, I have to say he deserved to be mentioned because he's shown his skill and he's shown how important he is for the team in previous matches. He's really been a really, really important part of this team. And considering that he's a really young guy, he's really a good player. On the other side, your question if Hooded could be the one carrying this team right now, I think the answer to that question is Hooded could be carrying many pro players on the world scene. So, of course, he can be carrying this team as well. But don't underestimate the opponent. They have Scream, they have Pasi, and they have Skadoosh. So you never know what can happen there as well. They can look like warm bread at one point, and then at the other point they can look like a C4 explosive. So we still don't have any goals, even though we have fantastic players on both sides. I think that's saying much about them.
Yeah, it's like good offense from Renegades, but good defense from Z Sports to, keep on clearing every ball that was like thrown at them. And we still have yet to see the first goal, and I really wonder from who is it gonna be. Like, is it gonna be like Renegades breaking the defense, or it's just gonna be Z Sports surprising us with a counter that is like coming out of nowhere? Because in some of these situations where like a team continues on the pressure, they could be like clearing the ball where nobody gonna be expecting it. So it's like a 50-50 in this situation. Especially like they're having a really good defense so far. It seems like no matter how good the shot is. And I remember there was like a shot where the ball was like maybe 50% in. They still managed to clear it away, and with a tight save. And right now we're seeing a similar situation, but for Renegades right now, they're like the team who is defending. Oh, okay. There's no way to defend when they get demolished.
Nicely done by Aza, and Z Esports not able to defend this. they both started really aggressively from the start, and let's see what Hooded's team has in store, and if Z Esports can respond. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I mean, I don't blame you. Like, like seeing all of these shots, like I know, like they should have went in. Like so many shots, there's like no way they would be cleared away or something. But you know, it's really hard to get over with. But yeah, they're still like having a 1 goal lead right now. As like he got it with a solo play, getting a really good demo. Like it was like perfectly timed and really good shot on net here from Skadoosh. But again, when it left Fassi, getting a bump on one of the players from Renegades, but we still have yet to see a really good counter and a really nice clear coming from Scream, but they still need to find a way to clear it out. And Hooded already just standing there in the midfield, preventing any counter play. He goes for the solo play, and you know, I think we have seen a lot of solo plays. Every team just like relying on solo plays, and if anything else, they could just go and get a follow-up touch. And I think both teams are like having a similar approach. Maybe this is why we're seeing it going back and forth so many times, and we're not really seeing those counters because
Clear goal, and it's in. Fassi scores here after a lost ball from Hooded, and I have to say, I have to point the attention to Aza right now. He did everything right so far. I have to point it out. He really did really well in the defense and in the offense. On the other side, Z Esports seem to have a good strategy here. They are aware that we have 3 powerhouses when it comes to offense, and they are waiting for their chance. They really aren't rushing to attack, and it paid off.
Really, it's really paying off. Like, yeah, like especially with that solo play, it's really got them a goal, and that was like maybe the most noticeable one. Tokyo keeps it alive though, and Hooded with a shot. Is the ball gonna go in? It's gonna be popping down, and we're still gonna go in overtime. It's like that shot never really happened, and you really wish that was a little bit higher. But you know, it's still in overtime. That's maybe that's still a good thing because it could be worse when you're like the team who's like losing, and you have a shot like that, and it just drops down, and your opponent's gonna be winning that game. So gonna be towards Skadoosh with a play, like just aiming for the ceiling and letting it bounce off the ceiling to go on net. That was like an incredible shot, but very well read by Renegade's defense.
Exactly like I said before, you never know with Z Esports, and right now they're showing, hey, we can play too. Ooh, nice save by Tokyo. That was really close, but Z Esports back on the offense. Okay, they're returning to their goal, clearing the ball, and Skadoosh sending it to safety.
Lots of long and delayed plays coming in so far. A really good touch here from, I believe it was from Skadoosh to keep it away, but Scream aiming for the backboard, but still can be cleared away. Kind of like both teams running out of boost right now. Like both teams are like relying on a lot of pressure, and for Renegades, they like have been in the defense for quite some time right now. Passy with a solo play here, like trying to get a shot on net, but that's not gonna work. And Kendall leaving the net wide open here, but it's not gonna go in. It's gonna be bouncing on the corner, but Hooded already at the clear. He goes for the follow-up touch. It's gonna go on net, but Skadoosh with a tight save. Keep it away.
What a save by Skadoosh. He really saved their backs right now, and now Hooded on the other side does the same. The ball was almost in goal. They are really firing from all possible weapons, both of these teams.
Yeah, you never underestimate any of those teams. Both they have really good mechanics, and having a lot of like mechanical skills. You can always find your way to surprise your opponents. Like you can go for a play that they don't really expect. So like we have seen like, the shot maybe from Skadoosh when he was like aiming for a redirect to make the ball bounce off the ceiling. So it's like, you know, they could be very creative when it comes to having the shots on net. But maybe like I think it would be anticlimactic if we're gonna see another open net goal to be scored on, because as he got his goal, like yeah, it was a kind of an open net because he got a demo against a defender, and Passy he got his goal from a long booming clear from his own half. But with all of this pressure, with all of these mechanical abilities that we're seeing, we're kind of getting teased here. We really need to see something flashy. But Skadoosh deciding to go for a normal clock, but that's still a win. And Z Esports, they managed to make the comeback in the first game, and they get to win the first game as well. What an incredible overtime to start the series with.
Yeah, Z Esports pulling through and winning this one this time. And I just wanted to say, before they scored, I wanted to say we have Scream on one side and Hooded on the other. And to be honest, I expected something really flashy to finish this off, like a triple flip reset and something. And in the end, it was just the simple, hey, there's the ball, I'm going to shoot. And it's a goal. Sometimes it just happens, I guess.
Yeah, like we have seen a lot of good offense, like from both sides. Like especially when it comes to Renegades, like look at how they started. They had like a lot of good shots on net, but Z Sport they managed to block maybe like 80% of these shots because some of those were also whiffs or maybe not really on target. But again, really good performance from both teams. I don't think there's like okay, Passy nearly found the net from that double, but it's gonna be Scream finishing up the job, and we can have a lead for Z Sports in 13 seconds only. As we're talking about having really good offense, and it's gonna be Z Sports right now doing it, and you know they're like kind of showing Renegades this is how to have this is how you could have the offensive plays, because last time it was Renegades having a lot of great offensive shots, but none of them went in. And right now, with like maybe 2 attempts only right off the bat, and Z Sport to get their goal.
I have to say, we really have very skilled players on the field right now, and Z Esports and Renegades, they both have been doing one thing right. They have been attacking non-stop. Like it's only about offense right now on both sides. So as you can see, it's really close. Every time anybody touches the ball, it's a chance. It's almost a goal. Sometimes it's even a goal. I'm still waiting for some flashy plays, but I'm not gonna lie, I'm enjoying this as well.
Yeah, it's so nice to see like really close play from both teams. You know, really good shot.
What a save by Kadoosh.
Another one, but this one not gonna go on net. As trying to keep up to the pressure though, but Bassy gonna be clearing this one away. Hooded on the clear, and the dunk wasn't really there, so he could go for another follow-up touch. Just gave you the backboard, but Scream on the clear again as a meeting up the defender, and a really good shot here. Like even if that wasn't really on net, he got so much power from a really accurate spot. He's trying his best to be, you know, denying any counterplay that could be coming from Z Sport, and I think he's doing a really good job at that. Asa just being very well positioned upfield, and he's always there before the ball gets cleared away, like with so much power.
They are really giving Renegades a run for their money. Right now, they just can't manage to shoot on goal properly. Like, you know, we're used to a certain playstyle by the Renegades, and Z Sports seem to be canceling it out the whole time right now. Not trying to undermine them or sound biased, but for now, and if everything continues like this, Z Sports kind of becoming the favorites, even though they were low-key underdogs before this match.
Yeah, and also like the series never really happened in the league play. I believe it got cancelled, so we have never really seen how they could be playing against each others, because I feel like the case with Rocket League, like it's very similar to rock paper scissors. So it could be like team A could beat team B, and like team C could be like beating the other one, and it's like it goes like all the way around. So it's a very interesting thing, and you know I think this is like the first time we get to see Z Esports playing against Renegades, and for Z Esports this is a really good showing from them. Like they're having a really good plays in general, and especially against like a team like Renegades, having Hooded like with a lot of experience, and you know he has been playing here before, and also they got like Tokyo, he's also a really good player, you know. This is again just like how we say, they could be the favorite, because this could be a huge upset if Renegades couldn't really find their way to be able to bounce back.
Yeah, and there was some little bit of banter on Twitter. So I think after this match, we're gonna see it continue. Uh, I'm gonna just comment on Hoodie for a while. He's trying to set up so many things here. You can see him trying really good passes and
Oh,
everything. And Skadush with a beautiful double tap off the backboard and into the goal. Wonderfully done, like a tutorial for him. Z Esports really looking beautiful right now.
yeah, I think it's all started from Scream attempt to get that redirect. He got so much power. It really forced one of the defenders to be like, yeah, he was like kind of facing backwards. He got the touch, but it was still in front of the goal line. And the follow-up from Skadoosh, you know, not really going for the shot right away, but instead going for the double just to, you know, give their opponents less time to react and also like from where to expect the shot gonna go at. And you know, I think that's like a really good thing for them so far. Like having 2 goals lead right now with less than a minute remaining on the clock. So uh, it's it's gonna be really difficult. And like it seems like so far, Z Esports they're like doing way much better. Like okay, this is another one coming in
Obviously.
up, and
Obviously.
it started very close, and right now it seems like Z Esports they have finally found their footing. It seems like every shot or like every pressuring play, it seems like it's always gonna be resulting in a goal for them. Like even if it gets cleared, it's gonna be sent right back, and they get something much better to offer.
Makes you wonder if they've been holding back during the league. Like, they are playing like insane right now. Uh, I can't compare this to the game we've seen last week when they played against VeNoM Gaming. So yeah, definitely a surprise. And Renegades now in a big trouble because this is the second match they are losing.
Yeah, and honestly, I can't really remember if we have seen a reverse sweep in the league play because we have seen a lot of close games,
Hmm.
but I don't think we have seen a reverse sweep. But right now, like the only choice for Renegades right now to get a reverse sweep, and it's gonna be really difficult to do so. Um, like I said, if Z Sports win this, like it's gonna be a huge upset. Like nobody would have guessed that or like maybe Renegade team, they're not gonna make it. And again, like insane showing from Z Sport. I don't think I have seen them ever playing this good. And in the most important
Yeah.
day, they do it, and they're like already surprising all of us right now. And you have already mentioned that, Nenji, too. So we're kind of like on the same kind of thinking. And I think for like, yeah, will this kind of dominant start continue? And it is like 6 seconds only, and Scream gonna be so quick to find the net.
And I think it's gonna continue Scream with a flaming boomer here, destroying the goal of the opposition. And at this point, you have to wonder: are we gonna see a grand final without a single Fort Templar team?
Yeah, and you know, like right now, it's not like yeah, you have to get the reverse sweep, but you also have to, you know, score and have the game to be tied up. And I think that's
Yeah.
only going to be adding to the pressure even more because things have been really quiet for Renegades. They started really good in game 1, but like in game number 2, it seems like Z Sports they outplayed them. They're like looking like a whole different team, even much better than how it was like in the start. And right now they managed to start the game with an early goal, so they're like only looking better and better, and that only gonna be adding to the confidence for Z Sports.
What do you think? Maybe would Renegades be better off if they had Terra playing?
Honestly, I think like I think they're the current players in the field right now. They're like it's a really good thing, but it seems like the accuracy seems to be really lacking. You know, like we have seen in the first game, like yeah, we have seen a couple of whiffs where a player doesn't really get the touch like at all. And right now, I think yeah, yeah, they just need to maybe have better offensive plays because yeah, they're having their chances, but we barely get to see those chances where it looks like yeah, this one is gonna be a goal because again, it's either not gonna go on net or it just the esports they're gonna be able to find a way to clear it away. So maybe a demo could also help because we have seen how Aza managed to get his first goal was like demolishing Scream or Skadoosh, I believe, and I think that like just try to take away the defenders because they have been also really consistent, and the fact that they're down by one, they can't really rely on being extremely patient. They need to start something.
Agreed with you there. Hooded hasn't been playing like we know he can so far, and Skadoosh here just simply casually strolling through the field with the ball on his on his car and jumping over Aza, scoring the second goal, giving Renegades even more trouble now. And I don't know what to think right now. Renegades have really good individual players, but it seems like something isn't working right on the team level. Like, is it the synergy? Are they not warmed up, or did they just underestimate their opponent? And I don't know. It's just I'm really surprised to see Renegades doing so badly. Like, if somebody told me before the series that Renegades are gonna get swept, I wouldn't believe them. I would say, like, don't be ridiculous. And at this point, it seems like they will actually lose all 3 games.
Yeah, and you know, like also on that shot, you can see that Passy, he wasn't really going for like in any position to receive a pass or anything. Like he was actually trying to get a demo or maybe even a bump against Aza, and that really forced his defensive play. So it really forced him to stay on the ground a little bit longer. And you know they're like kind of trying to respond back to how they were playing the first game, and we're seeing a lot of physical plays coming in, a lot of demos and bumps coming in from both sides. Who did a really good play to keep it floating like right above the backboard. Who did with a pass again, but it's not really gonna connect. Tokyo couldn't really find the shot and win it in half. And yeah, like this is again like yeah, like I have been told like do not underestimate eSports. I never really underestimate them. I just like think, you know, the teams are like looking very well established, and I think that could be maybe not really leaving a lot of space for other teams to make it. But right now, I think it's possible to see a new team to be rising on top. With 1 minute left, it's possible for Renegades to keep themselves alive here and avoid getting swept. But we really need to see something very, very quick. Like, we need to see the aggressive plays to be happening non-stop, just like how it was in Game 1. And Alza with a shot and a goal at 43 seconds. As I just mentioned it happens right away, and we still need to see the second goal to avoid the sweep. We need to see that incredible comeback to have that perfect storyline here.
Yeah, Aza giving them some hope back, but at the same time, I can't help but notice they had to like force 2 shots to score that single goal in the end. And I think there lies the problem. They just aren't as consistent and efficient as we're used to them being. So I don't know. I'm kind of hoping they will score the second goal to give them a little bit more hope, maybe even enough of momentum to win this. But at the same time, they really aren't looking that good right now. They really are not. And they didn't really score many goals. Like, Z Esports has been dominating them so far.
Yeah, especially with the fact that not much of time left on the clock. That could have been the counter, but Z Esports, they get a sweep against Renegades. Who would have expected a team that have never played before here in Liga Raketa to be sweeping? Who did possibly one of the most experienced player in this org, and you know it's a sweep. It's not just like yeah maybe 3-1 or like game 5 or something. This is incredible. Like Z Sport, they had a really good showing and they managed to hold into that all the way to the finish. So that's just incredible. And you know, Nandi, I'm feeling the same as you are. Like I still can't believe it, but that's very well deserved win for Z Sports.
Yeah, it's unexpected, but at the same time, congratulations. It was really. I would love to say it was a close match, but it wasn't. Z Esports were on another level today, and Renegades dropped to something that we haven't seen before from them. I keep wondering if we would have seen a different match if Terrarium was around. But hey, what's done is done. Congratulations to Z eSports and to VeNoM Gaming. So we have the finalists ready. And we'll see next week who takes the first 3 positions in this league. So yeah, who knows? I haven't
Yeah.
seen the script yet.
Yeah, congrats to every team who managed to make it. And this season is much better than how it was last time. Like, not just when it comes to the scales, but also if you have made it to the finals, well, at least congrats. You managed to secure something for your wallet, because I think last season it was only for the first place. And right now, like, yeah, both teams could be earning some cash, but of course, the competition is still gonna keep on going. It's gonna be best of 7 next Sunday, and the prize pool is even much bigger. And huge shout out for Phoenix Blue and Challenger Mode for allowing this to happen. And also with your work, Ninja, like, it's incredible with how what like for how much effort you have put into this season. Like, it's a huge improvement compared to last time, and it's already showing. And you know it like the whole tournament became even so exciting to watch. Like, you have even talked about that from the start of the league play.
Thanks. I really can't take all the credit. We have so many people working on this right now, and I know there's still lots and lots of room for improvement. And I hope we're gonna like meet the expectations of our future audiences and the current audiences as well, and improve this. Every time you see us live, I want it to be better than the last time. So let's see what happens in the future. I have to say, I really enjoyed these matches today. We had a great surprise by Z Esports, and we had a really exciting match between VeNoM Gaming and Fort Templar Titans. And definitely GG's to all of them, and as well to the other teams in the league who didn't make it to the playoffs. They all did a really good job. Even Quantum Deus, who didn't win a single match, they still played well, and it was enjoyable to watch them as well as only the family who came close to the playoffs but didn't really make it. And then Puncture, who joined us after Egomaniacs were disqualified. So yeah, big thanks to all the teams and all the players making this happen, and of course to all the people who are working behind the scenes to help make everything possible that we are seeing in these live streams. And of course, thank you, Ryder, for casting regularly.
It's been a pleasure. And also a huge shout out to B-Boy, who is handling the stream right now, and also NSX. He was also doing the stream yesterday. And we're gonna have like a really exciting series next week, but I'm still like kind of feeling, it's like, yeah, the season's gonna be over, but it's like, yeah, it's really exciting. But yeah, I want to see the finals, but at the same time, I don't really want to see the competition to come to an end. But again, congrats to VeNoM Gaming and Z Esports for making it to the finals. We're still not done. We still have the grand finals to be played next week in best of 7. And before we also end the stream, we would like to thank you guys, the viewers who are watching this. Thank you guys so much for your support, and we really hope you guys enjoy the show. And don't forget to hit the follow with a notification bell so you guys won't miss out next week stream, which is gonna be the grand finals with the uh, 300 euros prize pool. And join the Discord to stay in touch with the community, and also best way for you to stay updated about any kind of update. And yeah, we'll see you guys in the next week.
See you guys, and thanks for watching.